So we were talking about last show. That's one of the most important things Satan wants to take away from you: hope and faith. And that's why many people fail. Not because of what they do. We're all going through a process. We all make mistakes. If you don't think I feel sorry when I make a mistake, you're wrong. Punishes me very badly. It's getting less and less. We're going through that process where less and less we do evil, more and more we do good. So I'm going to continue off in the Apocrypha. And I'm going to start right into it where we left off. Show mercy that you obtain mercy. Forgive that you be forgiven unto you. As you do, so shall it be done unto you. As you give, so it shall be given unto you. As you judge, so shall you be judged. And that's a big one. That's why I try to keep names out and getting better with it. I don't need to talk about the people. A lot of people taught about false teaching. Peter, Paul, many of them. They kept out most of the names, but the people that they really know. The Bible tells you can do that. Use it for a witness. If you know and you take it to one person, or you take it to him and he doesn't deal with it. I took it to a guy and he lied to me on top of it. And I'm sure many others took it to him. Therefore, you bring it in front of the church. Show mercy, though. Like, that's a big thing, right? Because if you don't show mercy, mercy won't be shown to you. So, judge and you shall be judged, right? As you are kindly affectioned, so shall kindness be shown unto you. With whatsoever measure you measure, with the same shall be measured unto you. Whatever you give will be given back to you in a double portion. Okay? So you're teaching the word, you're going to get double the word. It's going to keep. It has to be truth, though. It has to be like it's said over here. Perfect. Where is that? Where did I see that? It has to be perfected. Ministries. Okay? The ministry here has been perfected by God, but I'm not perfect. Even Paul said, I have infirmities. Yet he was touched by Jesus and blinded and told when he goes into the town to go and see him, and he was unblinded by the other guy because it was predicted by Jesus. With this commandment, these are commandments. These are ones that are very important to keep. By measure, what are we doing enough? I'm doing 2 shows today. That's not enough. I could be on here all day, but it's too much info to do. I'll be back on in Sunday morning as well. This is how much I give towards the Lord and for you guys, not for myself. So a measure is given to me. Measure is given, pressed down. Let's go there. A measure is given, pressed down, KJV. So give, and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down and shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that ye meet, withal it shall be measured to you again. He's not talking money, okay? He's talking of your services that you give the Lord. It's very important because that keeps your cup full. You want to keep your cup full, especially in today because it's dark. Give the measure of overabundance, because I'll tell you, it's so dark around where that cup gets emptied throughout the day because evil keeps pressing against you. To keep the hedge of protection around you strong, you need to give bigger measure. At least that's what I've learned anyway. So with me, might not be that with everybody else, because maybe they don't have to fight as, maybe they didn't do as much and have a sin train like I did. It's a miracle that I'm even walking with God today and not being more lawless than lawless. Give more sin comes onto you. Give more to God, the less that's going to come onto you. So with the commandments and with these extortions, let us strengthen ourselves without judging, and mercy and kindness and giving measure. With those, it strengthens ourselves, strengthens our faith. Jesus Christ is the author and the finisher of your faith. Give him trust, believe in hope and faith in him. Hope, being sure of what you hope for, not questioning it. Ourselves that we may walk obedient in his holy words. Okay, listen, that we may walk in obedience. Did it say that you're walking in 100% obedience? We are trying to. The more you give, the more you will walk in obedience. The less you judge, the less you'll be judged. The more you given, the more is given to you. His holy words with all humility. For the Holy Scripture saith, upon whom I shall respect, but upon him that is meek is quiet, and he that trembleth at my words. Listen, if I do something wrong, I tremble. Okay? It strikes me greatly because I'm a teacher, and I go, well, how can I be a teacher when I did something wrong? I'm just like you guys fighting for my faith daily, pressing against. You're not floating like it's easy. The ministers get challenged by the devil 2 to 4 times more because he wants to shut them up, especially ones given the truth. Chapter 14. It is therefore meet and right, men and brethren, that we should be obedient unto God. We should be. Is say that you will be? No, it doesn't. You should be. And the more and more you give, the more you treat people with kindness and not judge. That's why when you go and you tell them that's wrong teaching, you don't go, you're a fake teacher. I used to do that all the time. I say this is a false teaching. Here is what the Lord's given me. Whether they believe it or not, what do? You've done what you could. They're out there teaching that Trump is the Antichrist. He isn't a prince, is he? He doesn't have a scar above his head, does he? A fatal wound. He's not the prince of the world. Trump is one of the furthest away from being the Antichrist as he could be. But he is Antichrist. There are many, but he's not the one. They don't know who the Antichrist is. Not many people believe. Well, Rome's the Antichrist. What? The Queen has right underneath her coat of arms Edom, the children of the devil.